Welcome to Content, Business and Investments in Latvia, run by www.latvialan.com. In today's sharing, I would like to introduce the following information.
Revealing the truth about Latvia. Lativa's business, people and nature. Area: 64,589 square kilometers or 24,937 square miles. Regions: Kurzeme, Zemgale, Vidzeme, Latgale. Total national border length: 1,862 kilometers. Length of Latvia's Baltic coastline: 494 kilometers. Population: 2,272,300. Borders with Estonia, Russia, Belarus, and Lithuania. Short history of Latvia. The Republic of Latvia was founded on 18 November 1918. The 18th of November is a national holiday and the day of proclamation of Latvia's independence. Following the end of the fight for freedom in 1920, several countries recognized Latvia's independence de jure, and 16 foreign missions were established in Riga. Latvia lost its independence in 1940 after the beginning of the World War II. It was first occupied by the Soviet Union, from 1940 to 1941. Then the occupation by Nazi Germany, from 1941 to 1945, followed. However, the Soviet Union regained the power and occupied Latvia again, from 1945 to 1991. As a result of Gorbachev's reforms, on 21 August 1991 Latvia declared restoration of its independence de facto. It restored the international diplomatic relations and joined the United Nations, UN. The name Latvia originates from the ancient Latgalians, which was one of the four Indo-European tribes that together with Semigalians, Koronians and Salonians was involved in the ethnogenesis of Latvians. Flag of Latvia. The flag of Latvia with three horizontal stripes, the colors of which are maroon and white, is one of the oldest flags in the world, dating back to the events in the town of Cēsis in the 13th century. According to the legend, a fatally wounded military leader together with its sword was wrapped in a white sheet and the blood stained both edges of the sheet. After the leader's death, this sheet was used as a flag in the next battle, which led Latvians to a victory. The design of Latvia's flag is officially adopted and provided for under the Constitution of Latvia, Satversme. Geography of Latvia and neighboring countries. Latvia is the central country of the Baltic states and is situated in the northeastern Europe. Latvia's territory, the terrain of which formed in the Ice Age, consists of rich lowlands in the plains and moderate hills. The most of it is lower than 100 meters below sea level. Latvia has a vast network of rivers and lakes consisting of more than 12,000 rivers and approximately 2,000 lakes. There are pine forests, dunes and white sand beaches all over Latvia. The sea along Latvia's coastline is very shallow, and the Gulf of Riga is no deeper than 26 meters. The highest mountain in Latvia is Gaiziņkalns, 312 meters. The neighbor countries of Latvia are Estonia, Latvia, Russia and Belarus, and the strategic location of Latvia facilitates the development of trade and culture. Climate of Latvia. Latvia lies in the temperate climate zone, and its climate is affected by the proximity of the sea and air masses from the Atlantic Ocean. Latvia has four distinctive seasons. Summers are mild, but winters, moderately cold. The humidity level is relatively high, and there is frequent rainfall. The average temperature in summer is 15.8 degrees Celsius and in winter -4.5 degrees Celsius. Temperature records have been accordingly 36.4 degrees Celsius and -43.2 degrees Celsius. Latvia's weather is marked by frequent change of air masses due to 170 fronts crossing the territory in February, July and October. These fronts are accompanied by strong winds which are responsible for the maximum occurrences of snowstorms in February, for the high level of rainfall and thunderstorms in July and for the strong winds, even storms, in October. Nature of Latvia. With more than 44% of its territory covered by forests and the vast network of rivers and thousands of lakes, Latvia is one of the best preserved sanctuaries for various wild animals. More than 27,000 of flora and fauna species live under natural conditions in territories that are still relatively untouched by humans. Many rare species, for example, black storks and lesser spotted eagles, live in their habitats, which are mixed forests, swamps and meadows. Latvia is also densely populated by otters, beavers, lynxes and wolves, as well as large number of deer, elks, foxes and wild boars. It is an interesting place for ornithologists and other birdwatchers, especially the coastline and wetland zones during the migration periods, as well as for hunters during the official hunt periods. Population of Latvia. The indigenous population of Latvia is Latvians and Finno-Ugrian lives, Livonians. The existing ethnic composition is the result of post-war massive migrations. The following comparison can be made: 77% of the population were Latvians in 1935, whereas in 1989 this number had decreased to 52%. Population was 2,248,374 in 2010, and the population dispersal is the following: 68% live in cities and towns and 32% in rural areas. Latvian language. Latvian is a Baltic language belonging to the Indo-European language family. The only language closely related to the Latvian language is Lithuanian. Latvian has been recognized as one of the most ancient and relatively unchanged languages in the world. It is the native language of approximately 1.5 million people. Russian and English are also quite common in Latvia, but German, French and Scandinavian languages are rather rare. Latvian is the only official language in Latvia. However, there are several mechanisms in place to provide people who do not know Latvian language with effective legal protection. The ethnic composition of Latvia is the following: 59.4% are Latvians, 27.6% Russians, 3.6% Belarusians, 2.5% Ukrainians, 2.3% Poles, 1.3% Lithuanians, 3.3% other nationalities. Education in Latvia. Latvia has a relatively high per capita ratio in respect to education. The state ensures free primary education and offers a large number of higher education programs. Foreign students from the member states of the European Union pays for education the same amount as domestic students, and the Latvian education is highly regarded abroad. There are also funded schools for language minority groups in Latvia where the subjects are taught bilingually, in Latvian and the respective foreign language. Government and election. Latvia is a democratic, parliamentary republic. The legislative power is vested in the Parliament or Saeima, consisting of 100 members, deputies. The parliament is elected every 4 years, and the elections are general, equal, direct, secret and based on proportional representation. Only citizens at least 18 years old have the right to vote. The election threshold is 5%, because there are not many parties in Latvia. The president, who is appointed by the parliament, signs the laws, nominates a candidate for the prime minister post, head of the executive power, and has a representative role. The parliament appoints the prime minister who then accordingly appoints other ministers. The ground for work of the cabinet of ministers is the confidence in the prime minister expressed by the parliament. The third branch of power is the judicial power. It is a three-tiered judicial system consisting of district courts, regional courts and the Supreme Court. There is also a constitutional court, Satversme Court, in Latvia that exists outside the three-tier system. Involvement in organizations. Latvia is involved in the following international organizations: the European Union, NATO, United Nations Organization, Council of Europe, World Trade Organization, an Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe, Council of the Baltic Sea States and other organizations. Latvian economy and products. The main sectors of Latvian economy are information technologies, chemical and pharmaceutical industry, electronics, mechanical engineering, wood processing, construction, food industry, textile industry, fishery and agriculture. Finance sector and export of Latvia. The central bank is the Bank of Latvia, which is the member of the European system of central banks. Since accession to the European Union in 2004, more than 20 commercial banks have been operating in Latvia offering a wide range of services. The largest net turnover is ensured by sectors of wholesale and retail, car and motorcycle repair, manufacturing and transport services. According to data provided by the Central Statistical Bureau, the accumulated foreign direct investments amount to €8.3 million as of the last quarter of 2010. The official currency of Latvia is the euro, code, EUR, and it is equivalent to 100 cents. This currency was introduced in 1 January 2014. Latvia's largest trading partners are the member states of the European Union, but the trade with the countries that are members of the Commonwealth of Independent States amount to approximately 15%. The largest importers are Lithuania, Russia, Germany, Poland and Estonia, but most of the export goes to Lithuania, Estonia, Russia, Germany and Sweden. If you like what you see, then register a company in Latvia now.
With the information I have shared with you above, I hope this share is helpful for you in life and business. To see my next videos, please click on the subscribe button below and please share this video with acquaintances if you find it useful to them. If you are planning to invest or do business in Latvia, please contact us via website www.latvialand.com or email latvialand247@gmail.com. Good luck. See you in our next videos.